different every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Not only has employee pricing been extended at Alexander Ford in Yuma, it's better than ever. It's Employee Pricing Plus. You still pay what we pay on the entire lineup of new Fords. Plus, take a test drive this month, and you could win $10,000 cash. Just scan this QR code to register. It's another incredible month to save on Ford Escapes, Explorers, Expeditions, and of course F-150s and Super Duties. For a difference you can count on, it's Alexander Ford in Yuma.
The international race attracts drivers and off-road racing enthusiasts from all over the world.
Off-road racing is important to Baja Designs because, simply put, it tests the envelope and it clearly makes or breaks the progression aspect of what we do and why we do it. The racers out here are the 1% pushing it to its full potential. This is a proving ground for every aspect of lighting.
Welcome back, everybody, once again for your next Method Race Wheels Fishgistics update of the 2025 Baja 500 presented by Fox Shocks all day long. It is 4 o'clock, and that means it's time for us to keep you informed. What has happened since the last time we talked? Well, we haven't had a lead change. The 46 is still out front, but we did have a little bit of drama going on in the with the 16T. I actually got sent a picture down there of something that it's not running very good, and it's actually spitting stuff out of the exhaust, which is kind of weird. So see the stuff in this guy's hand right here? That is coming out of the 16T Cameron Steele's exhaust. They drove by and that was coming out of it. So something is going on with the 16T right now. It's definitely not good if you have pieces like that start coming out of your exhaust. So I don't know if that thing's going to make it to the finish or what. That's kind of what we're waiting to see now. Hopefully it does, because Cameron's running really good right now. He's currently in second place. You can see right here, it's really close. So this race is actually closer than the overall is right now. So the 81T, you can see right here, is Ethan Ebert, and that is Richard Glassick in there right now with Brandon Wells co-driving. They are first on course, but on time, it's really close between them and the 16T. So if we go back and look at our spots, Cameron started in the 16th spot, and they started in the 10th spot. So that means Cameron has 6 minutes on them on corrected time. So Cameron would just have to finish within 6 minutes of them. Now the gap on course right now is about 6 minutes at the last split we had. So they're literally like tied for first right now. And then same with the 82T. The 82T started even farther back. They started right behind Cameron, 1 minute behind Cameron. They started 17th. And if you look, they're just over a minute behind him right now, because they're like literally a mile behind him, not even a mile behind him. So this two-wheel drive trophy truck class race is literally a three-way tie on corrected time for the lead right now. It could be anyone's anyone's game at this point. We know that Cameron was going to get back in the car at some point here. So that was Dave Mason in there in the middle, and I think he's actually I think he's back. Is he back in? I forget if Cameron's getting back in or not. Dave Mason is in there, and then Cameron was, I think he was going to get back in to do the finish somewhere. So we'll see if he has to get back in or if he already did. Sam Baldy, I don't know who's in that truck right now. So if you guys are in the comments, if you know who's in the Sam Baldy truck or who was earlier, let us know. But this is awesome because we have a pretty good race between those three in the T class right now. Now up front, I'm saying it's not quite as close because it's not, but it's still pretty close. It's just not as close as tied on time right now. So we have for the 46, that is Paul Wheel behind the wheel now. Literally, Paul Wheel behind the wheel, driving the all-wheel drive Mason right now. So we have them in first place. Now, behind them, we have Ampudia in second. Tavo Vidosla is third. Now, there is a question if Tavo might be getting a VCP penalty. We heard that he missed one earlier in the race. He turned around to go get it. So the question is, did he turn around and go backwards on the course? Did he go off the side of the course? I don't know. We weren't there. We don't know. But it's going to come down to score to figure that out after the race. So Tavo would like to put as much time on both of these guys as he can in case he gets a VCP penalty or any kind of penalty. It's always good to have some time in your pocket, you know. But he would have to pass both Ampudia and Price at this point to get any kind of time on him. So if we look at the starting order, Tavo Vidosla actually started third. So he started in front of both of these trucks. So that's bad for Tavo because he's got passed by both of them. That means he would have to pass both of them back and then put time on them in order to be back in front. So right now, the race is honestly between Allen in the number one and between 46, Paul Wheel. Paul Wheel started, if we go and look, Paul Wheel started fourth and Ampudia started fifth. That means he's 1 minute on corrected time behind him. Right now, he's at 3:14 and he's at 3:09. You can see Paul still has him right now. He's more than a minute ahead. Clearly, he's like 4 miles ahead. Just say 60 miles an hour average for the heck of it. Say that's 4 minutes ahead, right? So he's 4 minutes ahead. He's going to have to make up at least 3 minutes to have any shot at winning the race. However, he has been making up time. Paul had a little bit bigger lead than this when he got in the truck. Allen has turned it up a notch and he has made up a little bit of time. You can see he's at 3:11 right now and he just updated at 3:15, but he's almost at 3:12. So it's actually closer to 3 miles than 4 miles behind him. So it's going to be really close here at the finish. He's 4 minutes behind Toby. Yeah, see, there you go. That's what I'm saying. He's 4 minutes, 4 miles, basically 60 mile an hour average just to make it easy. So once we get some split times closer to the end, we're going to have to see, but he's going to have to finish within a minute. So right now, it's all Paul Wheel. Paul Wheel is still winning right now. Now, if you look over here, Robbie Gordon, they started way back. Robbie Gordon is actually on time. If we go look over here, hang on, let me zoom this out for you real quick. All right, so check this out. So this is scores live timing. And on sector 3, which is this column in the middle over here, you can't really see my mouse. So in the middle, let me see if we can zoom in a little more for you. All right, so look at sector 3 over there on the right-hand side. I don't know why the mouse isn't showing up. So Toby Price is in first. Now look at second. Ampudia is 4 minutes and 18 seconds behind him on corrected time. That was when that loop was a little bit ago. He's made up a little bit since then. But then look who's third. Robbie Gordon is actually third. He's ahead of Tavo Vidosla on time. That is Max Gordon that's driving now. So it is Max Gordon in number 5 in third place right now. Even though he's fourth physical, he's third on time, on corrected time. So there you go. We have a Gordon on the podium right now, which is pretty cool because I don't even remember the last time Robbie won a race in Baja. It's been a long time, right? Maybe the 500. I don't know. One of you guys out there, where's Andy McMillan? He would know right off the top of his head when the last time Robbie won one was. It could have been when Andy and Robbie drove together, actually, even. I don't know. I think Robbie won a Baja 500 not too many years ago in his own truck, right? Somebody let us know in the comments here. When's the last time Robbie Gordon won a score race in Baja? All right, let's go back to the tracker. Back to the tracker. Let's check on some other classes, and then we'll come back up and keep an eye on our leaders here. The 1L, that's really easy right there. So Gustavo Vidosla, he should be in the truck now. He is leading in the Legends class. There we go. 2015 Baja 500. Somebody just said. Okay, that's what I thought. I remembered he won a Baja 500 in his own, in like the orange truck when it was orange. I know when he raced with Andy, I think it was the Red Bull truck when they won together. Could be wrong on that too, but I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it was. Andy would know these things right away. All right, the 81T, we talked about them. 61L, that's your second place Legends right now. So that is David Payne and Larry Rossler. They had to change a rear brake caliper on that thing at Ojos this morning, so they were down some time right away there. So that's how they're kind of far back. They already had problems early in the race. Behind them, we have, let's see, we talked about the 2-wheel drives. Keep coming back. I'm just scrolling back trying to find the next class. So this is Mango here. Where we got 11. Rob Mack, still 0 miles an hour. I'm telling you, that spot where he's at is like literally the worst spot on the whole course to have broken at. And he broke a rear diff, which means like this chase crew has to bring you in a diff or a pre-runner to tow you out. And this is not a fun section to get towed out of. You're better replacing the diff and being able to drive the truck out of there. So bummer for Rob Mack there. Let's see. We need to turn on some other trucks. That's why. All right. Let's try this again. I had the other vehicles off besides trophy truck. All right. Spec right here. Justin Davis. There we go. There is our first place spec truck. First spec is at mile 250 right now. Justin Davis, the Green Army. They're at 250. Not too far behind them, we have Abdali Lopez driving the Jordan Brenthal entry. So Abdali Lopez, second place, not too far behind. He's keeping the pressure on. Third place is going to be Jack Olagus. Good for the kid, young kid. It's only his second time racing in Baja under his own with his own truck, so pretty cool to see there. Mike Mersal, fourth place. EJ Herps. EJ should be in the truck now because it was Ryan Millen that started. He's going to be next. And then so far back. Now let's go find. Oh, wow. Look at this. Who is this right here? That is no other than Brock Heger. Of course it's Brock Heger. Look at where he is. He's passed almost all the. He's passed how many of the spec trucks? He's passed two-wheel drive trophy trucks. The dude is an animal. I mean, he's running in. Where is he? Let's see. He's like 15th position, probably 15 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 20th overall right now. But that's overall, like physical overall. So on time, Brock Heger has to be way up there. He's probably close to a top 10 on time, honestly, by the time this thing finishes, if he keeps on this pace. So, yeah, there you go. There is Brock Heger. He is the leader in the Pro UTV Open class. No surprise there either. Let's see if we can find a class 1. Oh, he's passed all the class 1s too, by the way. There was only 4 of them, but remember when they entered the last year at the Baja 400, wasn't it? When Max Eddy entered the UTV in class 1 and a bunch of people were talking shit? Well, here you go. There's Brock Heger and he's beating all the class 1s, I think. Or where's the RPI car? Maybe the RPI car's up here. Where's the RPI car? No. Did they have a problem? Oh, they must have. Yeah, look at that. Oh, bummer for the RPI guys. Okay, so that changes everything again. Remember when we talked to Brad Wilson earlier, he said it's never over, and they were moving again, right? They rolled the car. The Wilson car rolled earlier. They got it rolled back over, and look at this. RPI car must have been broken here for a while because they had a really big lead, and they were way farther up than they are right now. So RPI 0 miles an hour. That means, let me turn on the class 1s. Let me find them. Here they are. All right. So they still have a massive lead. Look, we got to go way back to find another 1 car, but look at who is moving back here. So Kyle Quinn is moving. He is a ways behind. He's at mile 177, and they are at, here, we can just zoom out and show you both. All right. So he's about, what is that, 50 miles behind right now, but he's moving. The RPI car is not moving. So depending on what's broken on that car, if they can get it fixed, they have 50 miles until he gets there to get going again. They have at least an hour, probably more than an hour in that section. They probably have like an hour and a half, honestly. But if it is something catastrophic on the 168, 138, maybe your leader in class 1 again, even after being upside down earlier in the day. That's why you never give up in Baja racing, especially when there's only a few of you guys in the class, you know. Trophy truck nowadays, when there's 20 or 30, and if you have a big problem, yeah, you probably won't win. But classes where there's only 4 or 5 people, you never know if those 4 or 5 people are going to make it to the finish. So you always want to keep going and try to fix your car. Even if you think it's over, you're upside down, it doesn't matter. Nothing's ever over in Baja. So there you go. All right, what else do you guys have for me here? What else do you want to see? I'm looking at the comments. That's your class 1. Let me see, who else? Class 7, show them real quick while we're looking. Here's Reese Millen. So Reese Millen is out front. Dan Shamley, kind of same order there. Both those guys. Yeah, we'll do class 11. Let me try and get some of these other ones that are up front a little bit. Pro UTV, naturally aspirated. Here we go. We do Ricardo Torres, Corbin Lieberton, 1 and 2 right there. Let's see, who else do we got? Let me get a little more screen room here for a second. Naturally aspirated, forced induction. We haven't checked on them. Okay, so let's see. Go find the leader. It was Caden. Oh, look at this. Okay, we have a good race here in the forced induction. We have Caden Wells, but look at who's caught up. Dustin Jones. Remember last update, we said Dustin was gaining? Dustin continues to gain on Caden Wells. He's right on his bumper now, literally on his bumper. I mean, they're at 203.7 and he's at 203.6. It's actually, that's kind of backwards what it says right there, but they're like 1/10 of a mile off. Look, there you go. They just updated. So Caden Wells, 204.4 and 204.2. 2/10 of a mile between your first place in the forced induction class right now between Caden Wells and Dustin Jones. So that's a good battle going on right there. That's crazy. So Phil Blurton, if you guys are asking or wondering where Phil is, he actually got really sick and he wasn't able to race. So they actually called it this morning and he wasn't able to race. So big bummer for Phil. I know he'd like to be out here. He'd be battling with these guys for sure up front. But that's what's going on in that class. Let's go look at class 11. All right, class 11. Are they moving? That's all we care about, right? Here we go. All right, oh, this looks good. Look at this. They're actually on the Mike's Road. Oliver Flamete, 57 miles an hour. Yes, look at that. That is about the top speed that we will see during a race of a Class 11 car. 57.1 miles an hour, 51.9 miles an hour. Man, both those guys are hauling ass right there. All right, 28 miles an hour, Eric Lorenzo. So cool. All three Class 11s are moving. That is perfect. That's what we want to see. So good job. 57.1 and 53.1. As long as they keep moving, we will do that. Somebody said, what is up with Lofton? Lofton's, he's honestly just kind of cruising along today. Like he's not really, I haven't seen him really stop. He's right here. He's been like 5th or 6th all day. So he's 5th in class, 6th overall right now, but he's kind of just been moving along. He's not really gained on anybody. So I don't know if he has any issues or if the car is he's just driving or what, but Lofton's just had a good day so far. I haven't seen him stop really. He's just been right there all day. He started 6th. And he's currently 5th, or no, he's currently 6th. Yeah, he's literally exactly where he started, the same position that he started. He hasn't gained any spots numerically, and he hasn't lost any numerically spots. So yeah, it's just cruising. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So Ethan Ebert right here. Where's the Fun Havers? Oh yeah, where are they at? Oh, right here. Look at right there. Lauren Healy, the 68, not too far behind, 261. Oh, he's actually ahead of the 70 now. So was he ahead of him last time? I don't remember. So Lauren Healy, the 70 broke a couple belts. We do know that. They had some belt problems. They broke at least 2. Lauren Healy is at mile 262. Let's see where he is overall if we count again. Okay, go back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He is 13th overall physical right now. And he started way in the back because they didn't race the last race and they weren't allowed to qualify. So they had to start behind everybody. Everybody who qualified, they started behind them. So it's going to be real cool to see where they finish in the overall. But he's doing real good right now. The 68, the Rock Donkeys came to play, right? They picked a good race to come race at. There's the 68. Let's see, where's the, what's the other one's number? 50 something? Not 54T. Where's the other one? Let me see if I can find him real quick. Where is Vaughn getting at? Let's see. Vaughn getting, where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's back a little ways. Okay. Vaughn had some problems. Oh, well, he's at 0 miles an hour. So there you go. So Vaughn Gittin is at mile 201, but he's stopped. So unfortunately for Vaughn Gittin, he's had some problems. But Lauren Healy is having a good run. He's up there in the front, and he's making the 4,400 guys look pretty good right now, honestly. Let's see if he can make it to the finish. Got under just about 200 miles to go, so still a ways to go. But yeah, cool to see them come out here. All right, what is the Honda TT running overall? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. The Honda TT is currently 7th overall, so they're winning their class, or they're tied for the lead in their class on time. But they're 7th overall right now, physical. So that's pretty cool to be running 7th in the Honda TT with the twin turbo V6. So a little bit different than them. Lofton stopped. Oh, well, there you go. Did we just jinx him and say that he said he hadn't stopped all day and then he stopped? We may have given him the commentator's curse there. Sorry about that, Justin. Hopefully he can get going again. Hopefully it's just a flat tire. But yeah, he has stopped right now. Yeah, so interesting. All right. Well, I have some other things we got to go do. We got to do some racer updates real quick. But we will be back. Make sure. Oh, here, let's turn on the Paul Wheel feed real quick. So here we go. Here's your overall leader right now. That is Paul Wheel, Toby Price. Paul Wheel's behind the wheel. And that is Brent Bauman right over here in the co-driver seat. He's been co-driving all day. And he stayed in to do the whole thing. And Paul's there now. So there's your lead car right there. It's pretty awesome watching this thanks to Starstream and Starlink technology. We get to watch inside the car live as it's happening anywhere in the world that allows Starlink. Some countries don't allow Starlink yet, like Saudi Arabia, which is a bummer because we can't watch the Dakar. But I'm hearing maybe that's going to be opened up a little bit in the future. So that'd be rad. How rad would it be to see this stuff during the Dakar, right? Live footage during Dakar. We would have to stay up all night because it's like the middle of the night when they race over there. But anyways, this is rad. I mean, for Baja, this has been a game changer. You can literally sit here and watch the lead car in the Baja 500 race and watch the whole race. It's pretty cool. Somebody said Max pulled into pit with Robbie under the hood. Oh no, well that's not good. So let's see. Oh, there it is. Robbie Gordon at 0 miles an hour. All right. Well, hopefully they can get that thing fixed. We'll see if they get moving again, and we'll check on them in the next update. But we'll keep an eye on that. If you guys have any other information on what that is there with Robbie, what the problem is, let us know, and we will update everyone at the next. Let's see. Does Robbie have a camera? He does. Let me see. Hold on. Stand by. Do we have a camera? Trying to find Robbie's camera for you guys. Doesn't look like it's working right now. Hold on. It's not loading for me for some reason. So either they just turned it off or something. So we'll keep you guys updated. Steering problems, you said? Oh man, that's what the problem was at the last race. Remember? They broke the rack adapter. Is the stream working for you guys? Is that where you guys are hearing the steering issues? I have so many. I have like 20 of them going over here, and that one wasn't loaded. But I'll try and load it. But it sounds like steering issues. That's a bummer. Hopefully it's not a major failure. Hopefully they can get it fixed because they had a really good. Looks like a broken servo rack. Oh man, that's the same thing that happened before. Shit. So same thing maybe. That's a bummer. Well, it made it pretty far. If it's that broken, they're probably done. I mean, they're out of the contention for a podium at least, but that's a bummer. So what a bummer for Robbie and Max. Well, at least Max got to drive a trophy truck in Baja for a little bit, right? I mean, you can never complain. From Score Maine, okay, yeah, that's a bummer. All right, well, we will. What do you say? The Honda cars stopped down too? No, the Honda's cam's down. Yeah, the cam's down. Yeah, I know. I was trying to watch the Honda one here earlier. It was working. I think when they went through that massive puddle of water at that one spot, if you guys saw that, I think it stopped working after there. But maybe it'll start working after their next pit again. We'll have to wait and see. All right. What time are the TTs due back? I don't know. Maybe in another hour or so, hour and a half. They got what mile are they at? They're at 328, so they have 130 miles to go. Ooh, that's going to be that might be 630. Yeah, this race is actually going to be pretty slow. 60-mile-an-hour average would have been like 530. So they're not even doing 60-mile-an-hour average. There's no way they're going to be done in an hour. They have 130 to go. So yeah, this is going to be closer to 6 o'clock at the earliest probably. That's what I would say, 6 o'clock-ish maybe. We'll check again next update, but yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, that's a bummer for the number 5, and then it's a bummer that the camera's out on the 81T. And Justin Lofton still at 0 miles an hour. That's a bummer too. Lots of bummers. But you know what's not a bummer? Toby Price and Paul Wheel having a good run right now. So let's check back in at 5 o'clock here on Fishgistics for your next update. See you guys in a little bit.